Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hunky Dory TV. It is Wednesday and we have got a fabulous new launch for you. 4 brand new masks. You are going to be able to deck the halls with creativity. We have got backgrounds, we have got sentiments. You are going to absolutely love them. But before we show you those, my name's Amy. I'm presenting the show today alongside Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
How's your day going so far?
Okay. She's laughing.
Don't you just love it when someone goes, okay, and just laughs after it? It's all good. And in the demonstration station, we have got Kat. Good morning.
Good morning.
You okay?
I'm good.
How are we on Wednesday already?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
How are you?
I'm all good.
All good?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah, looking forward to having a play with these today.
I know, super exciting. Craig had them on Hobby Maker yesterday. They was really, really popular, and so many different techniques that we are going to be able to show you. But let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. And look at the prize this week. 5 lucky winners are going to win our Amongst the Wildflowers luxury topper collection. You are getting 8 topper sets, 4 designs, 2 of each, plus all of that cardstock as well, worth $19.99. To be in with a chance to win, all you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. Which of these Christmas Eve traditions is true? Is it A, eating 12 parsnips? Is it B, hiding a broomstick in a cupboard? Or is it C, wearing a top hat all day? Kat, do you know the answer to this?
I really do not know.
No, nor me.
I'm not sure I want to.
Jess wouldn't tell us the answer to it, so I'm glad I'm presenting today so you can all tell me what it is. I'm very intrigued.
Yes.
We will wait and see. So make sure you like, share and comment for your chance to win, and we will announce those 5 lucky winners during Friday's show. But let's get into Christmas in July. Is ending on the 2nd of August. Who knew? Look what you are going to be able to get. Free gift with every order placed during our Christmas in July. You are getting our 2 luxury topper sheets. They are the same, so you are going to be able to make duplicate cards with these if you want to. These are free with every order. You don't need to do anything. They are just automatically put into your orders when they are sent out. I was in here on Monday with Dan, and Dan was saying this is the most popular topper from the last few years in terms of our blockbuster. But what we've done to make it extra special, we have given it a bit of a glow up. So when it was in the blockbuster, it was silver foiling.
Oh.
So what we've done, Jen has superbly changed sort of the warmth in the images, and then added that gold foiling, so slightly different, exclusive as this free gift. As I say, you don't need to do anything. You can just place an order and we will automatically put those into your parcels, and you can see you are going to be able to make your larger 8x8 cards if you want to as well, by just mixing and matching it with some of your papers and cardstock. I love that free gift. Really lovely colours as well. But let's get into it. Let's have a look at the cards that you are going to be able to make with our 4 brand new masks. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And so many different ways that you can use these masks. So we have got 4 brand new masks for you. It is, for the love of masks, your Yuletide Wishes collection. You are getting your 4 6x6 inch masks. Look at the price. £13, £12.35 or £11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member. You are saving £5 by getting them in the bundle. So first of all, we have got your Deck the Halls. I absolutely love that one. I mean, you could sort of mask these off, couldn't you?
Yes.
So you wouldn't necessarily need to put the deck the halls in there if you didn't want to. You could just use those holly leaves and berries, just that bow on its own as well. So versatile, so much that you are going to be able to do with these. They are also available individually, £4.50, £4.28 or £4.05 if you are a Diamond Club member. But you can see that Diamond member price to get the ultimate collection is definite. Hang on a minute. So they're £4.05 each.
Yeah.
So 3 would be £12
It
something.
would.
So you're getting 4 for £11.70. So you are getting more than 1 for free. Absolutely gorgeous. And you are going to be able to use all of these. So that is your Deck the Halls. Next up we have got Noel. Again, you could mask those off, couldn't you? Just use that sort of the stars in the background as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't forget you can use your inks with these. You can draw through them with your gel pens. Created a gorgeous technique yesterday called pointillism,
Yeah.
where you just do lots and lots of tiny little dots. So lots of ways that you are going to be able to use these. All 6x6, so that is your Noel. Merry and bright. I mean, I'm thinking bringing in some of our lights with this one.
That would be so cute.
Gorgeous, isn't it? You've got all the string of lights there. Again, you've got those sort of stars or snowflakes in the background. And then lastly, you have got your Let It Snow. I love that one. It's just when you see the finished samples of what you are going to be able to do with these. You can get them individually, as I say, but if you want to get the bundle, it is going to save you £5. £13, £12.35 or £11.70 for all 4 of those masks. But I think you have to see them, don't you, in action.
Yeah.
Just to let you know as well, is it 2 for £7.50, Jess? If you do want 2, you can get them 2 for £7.50. So if there's 2 in particular you like the look of, head on over to the website and you can choose those 2. But look at these. Massive shout out to our external design team who have done so many of these gorgeous samples for us. So that is using your Noel. So just using one of your ink pads, but then using your nesting dies to layer it up and give it all of that dimension. That is by Sarah. This one by Wendy. Really traditional Christmas colours there. But again, you can see designed by Jen and Stacey. As always, superbly done. So you can use different colour inks within the masks. Another one by Wendy. Look at the colours in there. Absolutely gorgeous. I know not having it sort of straight, having it on that angle as well. This one is by Sarah Jane. Look at the shimmer on there.
So all the different mediums, I think we've seen the brush markers watered down, the paste,
Yeah.
the ink, so all the different things
I
you
know.
can do with them.
I do always say it when we do masks, I do feel like they're really underrated in terms of what they can do, because they're actually probably one of the most versatile products that you can get. This one is by Debbie, using your Prism inks again, and texture paste in the gold as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you
So you can layer them up. You've not got to do one medium or the other. You can use different.
Yeah, you don't have to make a choice here, do you? You
do
can
not.
do them all. This one by Ruth, done on our black stamping card. I mean, these are going to be perfect as well for batch making, aren't they?
Yes.
You are going to get these done super speedy. Another one by Debbie. Love that on our Matastic cardstock. Oh, look at this.
So pretty.
So that is using a gold pen through the mask, and then yellow alcohol markers for the lights, and then just using that glossy glaze. There you go. Can you see it on the lights?
Oh, wow.
Just to give them that extra dimension and shine. Such a clever way of using them all. This one by Sarah Jane.
Ooh, putting it onto the coated papers.
I know.
Look at that.
I didn't think it would work that.
Your matte and layer pads.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that is, it's a duo design, isn't it? That one
Yeah.
paper pad. But again, I think that's the texture paste, isn't it? So you can see you are not limited with these at all. This one here by Debbie. So just cutting into it, so you don't have to just make your 6x6 cards, because that is the size of the mask. You can sort of elongate them, can't you? Chop into them. This one here by Debbie. Using your glimmer sprays, white texture paste. So just a perfect opportunity, isn't it, to get all of those products out and just have fun. Another one there by Debbie, using that glitter paste on that sentiment. So you could actually use a sentiment on its own, couldn't you? I like the way she's done that one. This one here, I mean, if I'd had to guess, I would have said this was you, Kat. This is by...
We might be sneaking some craft card into the show.
Oh, shock.
I can't confirm or deny.
I mean, I think we probably could. This is using your white ink pad on craft card. How stunning does that look? Just gorgeous, gorgeous, all of these. Another one by Wendy there.
But this is just a perfect example of, they've both been using the same mask. They're both using white to go through the mask, but on two different backgrounds. They look so different.
Two completely different sizes of cards as well. You can really see. And then another one. Oh, look at this. Look at that one. So again, that same mask, but just looks so different yet again. Absolutely. Oh, look at this one. So just using that bow.
So clever.
By Ruth. You can see, you can really, I think you can see the bow on there, yeah. So you see, just cutting that bow, fussy cutting it. And then lastly, I love that one as well. So that is using your alcohol markers through the mask. Gorgeous. Absolutely love them. So many different ways that you are going to be able to use these. It is our Yuletide Wishes collection. All four of those masks for £13, £12.35 or £11.70 if you are a Diamond Club member, which means you are getting more than one for free. But Kat, are we okay to come to you for a demo?
Of course you are. So we are going to start with the Merry and Bright. So I'm taking it like this. I've pinched Craig's sample one here because the next stage I'm going to do, it's going to be a long demo as it is, and I didn't want to bore you while I put all my masking on. But what I want to do, I'm going to use a couple of mediums on this. I'm going to use my green ink, my Ollie Green ink pad, my Prism ink pad, and I'm going to go in with our metallic markers. So I want to mask some bits off so it doesn't go too far off. So everything that is outside of the Merry and Bright, which I love that is done kind of in the Christmas wire that your lights are attached to.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm keeping all those uncovered, but everything else, all the little kind of dots and the starry snowflakes, I am going to go in and just cover them up with little bits of masking tape till the whole thing is done. And it looks something like this, which looks a little bit crazy, but it's worth the effect because you can go back in and add them in afterwards. Your masking tape comes off here perfectly, and it's just to show if you are wanting to go in and use different mediums and stuff that is possible. So I'm going straight down onto a piece of 6x6 card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this, line these up, and I'm just going to kind of secure it and put that over the edge there, just halfway, and then I can fold it back over the top. So I warn you in advance, these cards that I'm doing with the mask today aren't the most advanced in the world because I want to concentrate on the colouring techniques rather than doing crazy fancy cards. And I think you've seen through the examples there that they do really suit just nice, straightforward.
Yeah, it's almost
cards.
like clean and simple, isn't it? You don't need to do like you fancy fold cards and things like that with them, do you?
And then I am just securing this to...
That's not moving, Kat, that.
Well, I don't know. I'm very good at making the move. We're sticking that down onto there. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to take my holly green to replicate that kind of traditional green thread light that we know and love. You could go in and mask off all these lights, but because I'm going to go in with the metallic markers afterwards, that should sit over the top of the ink.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So I'm not going to
worry too much about it.
It's about where you can cut the corners, you know. We don't have to go too heavily over them. So we're just going to take this. I do like my finger daubers when we're going in smaller details. And we're just going to take this all around. So I'm not purposely going to go into the lights, but if it smudges into the lights a little bit, I'm not worrying about that at this stage. And I'm just going to go all the way. And I am going to do this in real time for you because I think it's nice to see if anybody, because we do, if it's a technique or a tool that you haven't used before, it is very easy to get scared of it and think, oh, that's going to take me too long. I like quicker crafting. I'm going to make too much of a mess. It's nice to see it be done.
Definitely, and to see every step, isn't it? Yeah.
And you know what you are coming up against. So just go back. If you think anything's looking a bit too light, you can go back and just keep building up over that colour.
Your finger daubers are good for this, though, aren't they?
Yeah, and I do like, because you can just go in and give them, like, as you can see, I'm doing it in like little circular motions. It doesn't push like these little thin bits of the plastic up and down or out of the way too much, so it should give you, she says as she pushes it into it.
Yeah, the other one is, you know, like the delicate brushes.
Yes.
The smaller ones.
But you could be ombreing this as well. You could be using 2 different ink colours. I am doing some ombre later on, but it is going to be with my gel pens. So, but it's basically the same technique no matter what you're using.
I think it's just a nice reminder. Someone's putting in the chat that you don't need to use all of the mask if you don't want to. I know you will be for this, but it shows how you can easily mask off areas.
You can, like I said, and
fussy cut areas like that bow that we've just seen on that card sample.
Yeah, and like I said, if you didn't want the lights on this, you just mask them off as well. It's just personal preference. So I think I'm happy with that now. We will do and I might change the colour of that as we go over with the metallic markers. But we'll just press all that into there until we get that really nice effect. And then we're going to switch over to our metallic markers. So I've got the gold out of the gold set, and then I've got a green, a blue, a purple and a red, and we're just going to go around and pick out these lights. So what I like to do, because I know I've got 4 colours, I do try and copy the pattern. So if I do that 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry if there's some colours next to each other. It's just how I tend to do it. 1, 3, 4. It just helps me work it out. And like I said, because these are that lovely thick metallic ink, you are going to cover up any ink that is spilled over. You don't need to worry about that. Again, I'm just using the bullet nib. Around the edges.
They work so well with it though, don't they? The metallic markers, the gel pens.
Yeah.
Susan says, loving this demo. I haven't tried this before. I'll definitely give it a try.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, they're another one of those products. The more you play with them, the more you'll think, oh, could I do this? Could I do that? And the trick is just give it a go. Just try.
Yes, yeah.
What's the most you're going to lose is a little bit of time and a piece of cardstock. And the chances are you're going to absolutely love what you do and you're not going to waste anything at all. So we're going to go in with that. And I think we've got 2 more, so we'll do another blue down here. And then I think we'll go red again here.
Oh, let us know in the comments, where are you at with your Christmas crafting?
Ooh.
Oh, let's see.
Let's see who's furthest ahead. I mean, I'm sure some of you have just been stockpiling and have just got masses, and if you're like me, haven't even started yet. And others will have been like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm completely done.
Choice.
So we're just going into those little bits now with that. And I think, I don't know whether, I am going to be a bit bougie and we're going to change this and to the thing. I'm going to leave a little bit. I'm not going right up to the edges. I'm just going to let a little bit of that green poke out from underneath, just to.
Almost like a drop shadow, isn't it? Yeah.
But we'll do that. And then I'm going to switch back masks so I can do the other bits without peeling all these off. But at home, you just take all those mask bits off.
Yeah.
Give your mask a wipe and go again. So we will take this one off here.
I like Fiona's comment. She just put, Amy, no comment. That's me, Fiona. Kathleen's made about 25 cards so far. Viv's got 30 Christmas cards made for a local food bank. There's people getting well underway.
Very well done. So I'll just take these 2 bits off. I was showing as an example before.
It just looks gorgeous with those metallic markers for the lights.
It does. It just thinking what I'm going to do as well is we'll go in, because this will really make it pop, just with a white gel pen, just to add a little highlight and a shadow in all of them as well.
And that was 6x6 card, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just from our Ink Me 6x6 block. And I love with the white, you'll go in, but you'll see as it dries down, it pops even more as you as it dries out.
Gorgeous.
So we'll go back with this one. And again, I'm just going to line this up over the top. And like I said, it's so easy to do with this because your mask is the same size as your cardstock. So I'm just going to put that on over there.
Oh, not to make us too jealous, Pauline is watching from Lanzarote.
Oh wow, lucky Paulie.
Pauline, we would like to be there with you.
We would. And again, we'll tape that down. And now we are just going to go back. I don't know what, should I do multicoloured dots? Let's do multicoloured dots. There is absolutely, as you can probably tell, no rhyme and reason to this whatsoever. I am just going in. We might have to come back.
That's what I tend to do it like you say, random, but then like you say, you can always go back in, can't you, with the same colours again. There's a lot of stockpiling of Christmas products, Kat.
I can imagine. There is going to be a few I need to go back on, but we can sort that. Another blue there. And then I think we will do a little stars in the gold once we've got that done. Red, 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 red. So I think there's just one there that I was going to change my mind on the colour on. We'll do blue again up here. And then, have we got anywhere a yellow ink pad? Because I'm just thinking I quite like to do them.
What, a yellow?
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab mine.
I don't know whether I want to colour them or do...
Just grab it.
Yeah, go on if you don't mind. We'll keep them nice and bright. So while we're doing that, we're going to turn this into a 7x7 card. So I've picked out this lovely, adorable Scoreable from the seasonal selection, which I am absolutely in love with this year. It's an amazing selection of different adorable Scoreables. So I'm just going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 6 1/4. In both directions. And
This is where we have to find it because I'm not as organised as some people. Buttercup.
that is perfect.
Just be careful.
Thank
That's
you
a
very
bit-
much.
It's a green on it. If you got a finger doorbell.
Let me have a look. No, I've not. 1 second, we'll make this work. Is there some on the trolley?
There should be somewhere, shouldn't there?
I would think so. I just need one. I'm in. I bet there is some down there.
Under there.
So we will pop this on here while we are waiting.
You meant a whole new box. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
And you know what happens once it's used in here, Kat?
I do.
Means we have to keep it.
Oh dear, what a shame. So that is going to be our background. So let's take one of these.
Tracy, you need to go. That's all I need to say. She's staying in Norfolk, 5 minutes away from Craft Mania. You need to go.
Kat, what is that paper from? That lights?
The lights, that is the Adorable Scoreable Seasonal Collection. So it's there's two. It's the 2 different
Yeah,
packs.
there's like the warm and then the
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
cools. Yeah. But it's really fun because there's no kind of set theme to it other than one being warm and one being cool. It's got a really good range of lots of different designs in.
Janie said, when I asked you if you'd got a finger doorbell, it came up on the captions as a finger doorbell. It's obviously my accent.
I bet we get caught out there. Something terrible
Yeah,
sometimes,
Janie
don't
said
we?
the captions are hilarious sometimes, yeah.
So we're just going to go around.
I think that really makes it pop, doesn't it? That
It
sort
does,
of
just
bright
that
yellow,
little bit
yeah.
of bright yellow. And then what I might do, just to be extra bougie, is just go and put a dot of the gold in the centre of each one. Just to bring all those colours and tones together. I think we've got them all there. And then I think we've got everything. We can take this off. Take this off the back here. Just look how stunning that is. And I think once we put it
Gorgeous.
on to this, I think we might go in with, I might just trim it down just a little bit and then do a matte layer just to make it pop. So I know this is 6 by 6, so if I want to make it 5.5, if we just take a 1/4 off each side.
Need to sort that trimmer out today, Jess.
This is a new one. I think they just need a bit of,
Use.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a little bit of
I think
like
it's,
WD-40.
yeah, the amount we use ours in the office, isn't it? We'll maybe swap it over.
It's just really clicking in when it clicks in, which is not a bad thing for when you cut it.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
just because we're pulling it out all the time. So we'll go 3 notches over the 5.5 for our matte layer. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that. Do Do we go yellow or do we go green? We'll go yellow. And I'm just gonna go around the edges just to take off a little bit of that stark.
I think using the yellow as well almost makes it look like it's lit, you know,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. And they're just the perfect kind of grip size for doing that kind of effect. So we'll get this down. Onto here. We'll pop it on some foam pads so it's got a little bit of height from that top one. I've got my chunky foam mills here. That will definitely give it that effect. But like Amy said before, I really love that idea where she said that you could be going in using like your really small hole punch into those lights and adding our lights in behind them as well. That on there, on to our card blank. Try and even that up. There should be a small white border round each side. And there we go.
Absolutely good. And that was start to finish, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see how quickly these cards will come together. Just love all the different colours, how you can get lots of different colours, isn't it?
Absolutely. And there's so many different ways you could replicate this just by using your different medium.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Kat.
You're
We have got
welcome.
another demonstration coming up later in the show. But for those of you who maybe it's your first show you've seen this week, every day this week, one of us has been choosing our 5 favourite products from our Christmas launches so far. It was a hard choice. But let's take a look at what Kat has chosen. You ready, Kat?
I am, yes.
Okay, so in at number 5, we have got your Whopper Toppers, your Frozen Kingdom. You can see you get 36 topper sheets in here, 12 different designs, 3 of each. But look at the gorgeous artwork that you have got in here. So why did you pick this one, Kat?
I was lucky that I got to make a card from every single one of these,
Oh, okay.
these sheets, so I really, really fell in love with it. I love the concept of our Whopper Toppers anyway. There's so much you can do with them. I love how it's delicate, it's mystical. It's great not just for Christmas but all those winter birthdays as well.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I just love that real kind of mythical element to it.
Absolutely good. $14.99, $14.24 or $13.49 if you are a Diamond Club member. If you also go onto our website, you can get 2 Whopper Topper pads, any 2 for £20. So it might be that you want 2 of these, or you can mix and match across some of the others that are available on there. The other thing you might notice on the bottom of that screen is you are getting 200 bonus points. So the plan was at 9:55 on Monday, Kat.
Yeah.
The plan was that for each of us, one of the products would have 200 bonus points on it. Just one product. So Dan came in to present the show on Monday
I can see where this is
at
going.
5 to 10 and looked and was like, do you not get bonus points on all 5? And we were like, no, Dan. He was like, wait a minute. Left the room, came back. So there is now 200 bonus points on all of the products that we have chosen this week, which is fabulous, isn't it? It's what we like. Next up, Kat, this is a good choice. Look at this. At number 4, oh, let's stand back a bit. You have got a Rawsome Christmas luxury topper set. So within this one, you are getting your topper sheet, you are getting your foiled and your printed cardstock. I mean, let's have a look at the front again. You could make at least 3 cards with this, couldn't you?
Yes.
Definitely. $3.99, $3.79 or $3.59 if you are a Diamond Club member. But as somebody pointed out yesterday, I think it was, you are getting your 200 bonus points on this.
That's incredible.
So 200 bonus points is equivalent to £2. It's literally half price, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's Kat's favourite. Grab hold of that one. A Rawsome Christmas Luxury Topper Set. Are we using this one?
We are using this one today, yeah.
So we have even got a demo coming up with that one. Next up, in at number 3, you have got your Moonstone Dies, your winter knits.
Aren't they just the most adorable thing?
Look at these 17 dies you are getting. Look at this. So why did you choose this one, Kat?
It's just such a fun collection that's you're going to use every single year, and I think you can take it outside Christmas as well. I know people that have a favourite jumper all year round. It just depends how you decorate it. But the concept is just so cute, and all the cards that were made with it were so amazing. I just think it's one that people need to take advantage of that 200 bonus points on.
Definitely. Did you launch these on Hobby Maker?
I did, yeah.
So you used them with the binding discs, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, made the little countdown calendar.
Yeah, you've done them with felt.
Yeah, you can cut them all out of felt.
yeah.
I think we're running quite low on stock of that at the moment.
Look at that. But you can see, if you bought that previously and maybe haven't used it yet, get hold of this one. You could even put initials on those jumpers as well. But look at all those little elements, the Christmas tree, the snowflake as well. Your winter knits, $14.99, $14.24 or $13.49 if you are a Diamond Club member. And don't forget, you are getting 200 bonus points on each of these items. Next up, in at number 2, Jess has kindly numbered them all for me. This was a firm favourite with so many of you. It is our White Christmas Snow Globe Toppers. I cannot believe the amount that you get in these.
It's chocker, isn't it?
144 Snow Globe Toppers you are getting. You have got 8 different designs and you are going to get 3 of each. You've got your Deck the Halls, so your real classic Christmas colours with those images as well. Next up, you've got your Snowy Days. And look at all the sentiments that you are getting with them as well. You've got your Santa's Little Helpers. Have you got a favourite sheet out of this, a favourite design?
Again, I'm torn between the Santa's Little Helpers and then the quite kind of mythically one that's, I think, no, not the...
Yeah, Home
next
for
one.
Christmas. You've then got your Festive Florals, which I think, other than maybe this one here, you could be using for, like you said earlier, Kat, winter birthdays. This one. A magical...
It's that Yeti.
Look at him. I think that's why I catch it. Look at him.
He's just...
absolutely gorgeous. Again, these are all die cut. You've got the accent foiling on here as well. You've got your Polar Wishes.
Oh, but I love that one as well. Oh, I can't.
I know. There's something for everyone in this set, though, isn't there?
I think that's the beauty of it. I think the value for money, the versatility, and the newness. We've never done anything like this before. So I think all those 3 factors combined is what got it to number 2.
And your Christmas blessings. And you can make your smaller cards and just have one on there. Kat did a stunning waterfall card with these, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which kind of spurred on the idea of those waterfall mechanisms. You know, endless sort of card sizes that you can do with these. Those are your Snow Globe Toppers. And then in at number 1, we have got your cute and cuddly Festive Stamps multi-buy. Look at that price, $19.98, $18.98 or $17.98 for Diamond Club members, meaning you are saving, well, a whole stamp set, aren't you? You are paying for 2 and you are getting 3. So first of all, we have got your Winter Pals. You've got your sentiments on there as well. I think if we turn it over, you can see
So cute.
they're just... Craig was talking this morning about us setting up a hunky-dory choir. That would be us. Look at that. Yeah. We were singing a Christmas song for some reason. Maybe because it's Christmas in July. And we're like, we should start a choir. A Pawsome Christmas.
Absolutely not.
And you can see with those sentiments, you could use them, you know, on all your mates. 'Tis the season, wishing you festive fun. That little bow on there as well. See all the smaller elements.
It's just so
I mean,
cute.
look at that mouse with the candy cane. And the hedgehog. Love, love, love these. And then the last one, you've got Santa and all of his friends on there. And then if we turn it round, you'll be able to see you've got the reindeer, Mrs. Christmas, and your elf there as well, alongside more of those sentiments. 27 stamps in total. Kat, why did you choose these? Like, we need to ask.
But A, everybody knows I love a stamp and colouring in, and they're just so cute. I think they're great if you like making lots of smaller cards, like
Yes.
for like kids' classes, you know what I'm trying to
Yes,
say,
yeah.
children at school and stuff. You just need one image, colour it in very similarly, keep the backgrounds black and white. I just love my cute and cuddly, and they just had to go to number one.
Definitely. And they're great like scene builders, aren't they? If you want to create a scene, you've got those characters then to add to it. 5 amazing products. Good choices, Kat.
Thank you.
200 bonus points on each of those products. Check them out on our website. Can we have a demo with one of them?
You certainly
Let's
can.
go.
So like we alluded to, we are going to use the Roast on Christmas, but if I was allowed to pick a 6th favourite, it would have been the new waterfall mechanisms in the festive colours. I've got a little bit obsessed with these.
Yes.
There's just so many more things you can do, and this is, I was originally going to do it with the snow globes, but I thought you've probably seen that by now because this is why we showcase them again, and I wanted to show you how you can layer them up and do them a little bit differently from how you've come to expect them.
Sorry, Kat. Somebody just asked, would these fit on a 4x4 card?
Yeah,
Could you just double check the size for
shouldn't
me?
they? Absolutely perfectly. Yeah, I think.
So what are they coming in at?
I would say
3?
about three, just over 3-inch square.
Yeah,
so you're going to
perfect.
get them on perfect.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Just
Not a worry.
I like to answer them as I see the questions.
So yeah, we're going to do a waterfall, but we're going to make it look a little bit different from how you've probably seen them looking. So as you usually have, you can usually see all your elements in one go. I'm going to try and do it so you have one main image at the front, and as you peel back you get the other layers.
I love this
underneath.
idea that you did.
So,
Yeah.
and this topper really luckily worked perfect for it. So, and I've got this colour here that matches. So we're going to just use the main mechanism. We're going to take out this band here. We don't need these because we are using our toppers instead of layering up like a pocket pad page on it. But I am going to take one. You will see why shortly. It's going to create a base for this for me here while it's the perfect colour. So what you're going to do with your mechanism, I know you've probably just seen these the other day, but how it works, this is going to be the side that you have showing. You're going to fold this over, make sure you've got a scroll tool, because you want this to run really, really smooth and perfect. And the beauty of the waterfalls is that they can pull from kind of any direction. So based on the kind of topper element you're using, you can really play around whether you want them to come from the side, come from the left, the right, up or down. Because the shape of my top topper is kind of this portrait position, we're going to have it so it pulls down from the top like this. And usually you would leave this, if these were going on here, you wouldn't need to worry about covering any of the elements on the bottom here. But because, again, we're going to see some, because we're going to have smaller elements at the bottom, I am going to cover these bits here. So, I'm hoping, I would usually use, have we got any of the Christmas paper blocks or anything in here?
I don't think we have. Do you want me to grab you some?
Just something that's got like a nice green already toning. I think there's like a, maybe in the matte and layer pads, a nice red or pastel green. And this is just going to be to cover this. While we're doing that, what I'm going to do with this one, we're going to take this out of here. But to make sure this is a solid piece, this is where I'm going to bring back in this layer. You could use your cardstock. The reason I'm not using my Adorable Scoreable is once we've gone back in and folded it, it might just be a bit thick and play around. So you're better off with a paper pad, which I'll show you. But I think that should fit over there just about right. There's just a tiny little gap at each side, which is fine. Oh, she's a star.
There you go. Sorry, I just grabbed
But
it.
like, look how perfect that colour choice is.
Grabbed it all.
So I'm just going to take this round the edge. And in fact, while I've got this here, I might actually use a piece of the papers rather than that backing piece. But you could use that if you want to, but I've just seen this that works perfectly, so I'm just going to go.
Now,
pop that
Sam
on
says,
there.
love the shape of these toppers. They're really nice, aren't
They're
they?
really different.
Not
I
a
don't know if
shape.
we've done anything
I
like
know.
that before.
Sam said we'd love to see more. We will have to.
I'm sure there will be once we've got the shape
Yeah.
for it. So we're just going to take this around the edges. And because this is my front layer, we have got the ability to add a little bit of depth to this one. I wouldn't recommend that when you're layering everything else up that you add foam pads. Keep everything flat after your first layer, but because this is the one that's going on top, it's not going to interfere with the mechanism.
Carol Rooney says, does that stunning green waterfall mechanism come in Adorable Scoreable cardstock? Yes, it does, yeah. Is it green tea?
I think it is, isn't
Is
it?
that right, Jess?
Yeah, I think so.
It's probably one of the only names I remember, because it is one of my favourites.
So we can pop that in the middle. And this will be our first element now. I'm just going to have a flick through to see if there's anything. Oh, I don't know. Will that clash too much, that darker green? Oh, no, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Oh, I'm going to send it all off, flying off the edge. Ah, sorry. We're going to use this beautiful one here, because this is my favourite and I think it works perfectly with that. And all I'm going to do, so on these elements here, let's add some tape, and you'll see why I'm going to use my paper pad rather than cardstock in a bit. But if you got the Blockbuster, you could be like using, trying to think, like a little book page or something like that to go with it.
Yeah, and then you could even, well, just use your trimmer to cut them down size, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Or your nesting dies and sort of go down a nesting die in size each time, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, I did a few different varieties once I got playing. And then you'll see now that you can just fold these back in with the score lines, which would be a lot trickier if it was your cardstock that you were using. So we've just got to decide how we want to layer these up on here now. So we're going to go with our smallest one first, and we just pop that. You make sure that you take it to the bottom of that score line there. I do advise in real life that you use your high tack tape, but in the essence of time, I'm just going to pop that there. So we're going to pop that one in the middle, and we'll give it a good squidge down.
Sandra says, what pad is the green paper in, please? It's the
Matte and layer.
matte and layer festive matte and layer pads,
Layers,
isn't it?
yeah. So we're going to take this, have a raw sometime. Now when I put that at the top, it does give a little bit of a peek of this one. So we'll see if there's a way we can add something else on. And I just love that there's so many different ways that you can use these. So we're going to pop that one to that layer there. But then we've got have a awesome Christmas. So may all your dino dreams come true. I can then take this one and add that again to the bottom, so it just gives me more coverage. Just layer that up over the top, make sure there's no stick on there. And then we come to our next one. And like I said, this top set just seems to work perfectly for this because it's just all the right sizes. So we pop this on this one, just line it up with either side.
You could replicate his jumper as well with the winter knits die set, couldn't you?
That would be the cutest thing ever. And then for our final one, we're going to go for the big one on the top here. And like I said, so when this is on now, you can't see all those other layers underneath, which is just a different way of doing it. I've gone a bit extra with the tape there. I know I've gone over the edges, which I shouldn't have done, but... And then make sure you don't take it past that first line, otherwise it's going to play around with your mechanism. And then,
sorry, Kat, Jay said, can you put toppers on both sides of the waterfall cards, or would they be too bulky?
I think you probably could.
Would you say papers rather than toppers, maybe?
Maybe, and... If you are going to do them flat.
Yes,
yeah. Definitely don't go add any foam pads or anything like that in. So we're just going to go and give all them an extra fold now. No, you're going to take this part here. And the key to this is that we're going to have to put this down here. So this can stick across this top layer, can't it? Yeah, it can adhere to this bit. Just make sure it isn't sticking to any of your moving parts. And then you take it round the back. And what I like to do, so you're not going to stick it down at the back because that is not going to help. I have seen some high-tack tape around here. We've not got the thickness I want. Let's see if I can just trim this down a bit. This is a brave thing to do on air. I'll cut it in half-ish. So I close this up on this side now, take that across there, and this is how we're going to adhere it to our card when we've made it. But hopefully, if I've done this right, you should see, you get that wonderful, make sure that comes over. Maybe I've just taken that too low, just caught that under there, there we go. So you get that beautiful, really cool waterfall mechanism, but all hidden. So it's even more of an illusion.
Yes, going down in size.
Going down in size. And then I also like to decorate this bit here because I'm just a little bit extra. But we might do that with some of our cardstock. No, I'm going to do it with the papers. Where have I put that excess paper? I'm going to keep it. We'll keep it matchy-matchy. So the trick with this again is... did know how wide this was, all the ones I was doing. This is just under 3. So if I take this to 2.5, let's take a little bit of the sliver off that side there. We'll take this to 2.5. And then I like to mark this. So if you are adding anything to this section here, because I sometimes, depending on my sentiments and stuff, like to have them as hidden reveals as you pull it out, you need to make sure that when you're placing this on, a piece of it, once your mechanism is fully folded out like that, a piece of it sits under here. Otherwise, when you are pulling back and forth, it might stick when you go in. But I found if the bottom bit sits under here, it should stop it doing that. So I am just going to place that under, mark where I kind of want it to sit, and then I can just cut it. I've got a desk full of pens and not one that I'm picking up to use. Like just to see where that kind of border sits naturally. Trim that down. And then we might add sentiments to it in a bit, but we'll get the rest of the card made and we'll see where we're going to pop them. Just add these on.
Lots of love for this card already, Kat.
Like I said, it's just looking. I'm not going to lie, it won't work with every single topper sheet that you've got. But it's just looking at the ones. There'll be plenty where it will, where you've got enough elements that decrease inside.
Yes,
that
yeah.
you can do that. And like I said, you don't have to hide them all. It's just this fun way
Just
that I like
yeah,
doing
and like
it.
you say, great tip to use your little book pages
Pages,
as well, isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
So that's that. That's the mechanism done. Let's make a card. Let's have a look at our card stocks and see which one this is going to work with. We might just keep this really, really simple because he's the star of the show, isn't he, at the end of the day. Should we just do a nice DL? I think a DL fits well, and it might just hang over a little bit. Or an 8x4. I don't work in DL measurements. So we'll come 3 notches under the 4. 3 notches under the 8. Do a matching mat and layer to 4x8, so it will be the full size of the card. Then we can pop this on. What have I done? What have I done? How did I not see that? There we go. Let's try again. A little bit more
I did that
vision.
yesterday. I thought,
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm convinced. You just start seeing things after a while though, don't you? So we can add that on there. I don't know if we've got, I'm just going to take this, I'm going to be really naughty and take this 8x6 and cut it down to an 8x4. That is not folded very well. Hang on, let's just fix that before I cut into it. I'm all wonky. There we go. Pop this on. I'm quite sure I've made so much mess in the space of 2 demos today, but we are doing it. And I just love all the extra like little detail, like the teeth going round the edge. So we will pop him on here, and like I said, you want to make sure that the only thing that you are sticking is this section here. So we will pop him just there. And then what I like to do, we've got the sentiments here. I think what I might do is use one of these as my puller just on the bottom
Oh,
here.
that's a good
just
idea.
to decorate
Yeah.
that up as well. So I'm just going to keep that in place. Pop that there. You can use a foam pad now because you know it's not going to go any further up than that. Pop that down. And we have this sneaky hidden waterfall. So we just take it like that, and then you can pull from the bottom. He comes all the way up. All those little layers that build and reveal layer after layer.
absolutely love it. And I love the fact that you can't see the layers underneath.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's done that yet, so that is absolutely brilliant. Love that topper sheet as well. Don't forget, $3.99 on our website, but you are going to get 200 bonus points if you purchase that, which is worth £2. So you're getting it for half price, and then you are going to be able to make cards like Kat has just done. Thank you. Oh, Myra said this excellent card is so dynamite.
Oh, wow.
Love it.
Double pudding,
Lynn
we
said,
love it.
cute. Janie said this is a fabulous card. Adrienne says brilliant in capital letters. So cute, fab card. So much love for that cat. Thank you so much. And thank you for all of your lovely comments. A quick Win It Weekly recap. 5 lucky winners announced on Friday's show are going to win our Amongst the Wildflowers luxury topper collection worth $19.99. To be in with a chance to win, all you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. Which of these Christmas Eve traditions is true? Is it A, eating 12 parsnips? Is it B, hiding a broomstick in a cupboard? Or is it C, wearing a top hat all day? I'm quite shocked at the answer, if everyone's getting it right, but we will see during Friday's show. But let's have a look and recap the stars of today's show. It was a Yuletide Wishes mask collection. You are saving £5 getting this as a collection. You can see the price there, £13, £12.35 or £11.70 as a Diamond Club member for 4 6x6 masks. Absolutely stunning. So we have got your Deck the Halls, and if you are new to masks, you have got instructions on the back as to how to use them. You can go back and rewatch these shows on our YouTube as well. So that is Deck the Halls. You've also got your Noel. I was just thinking you could fit so many other words in there, couldn't you?
Yeah.
If you didn't, you know, if you sort of ink over those as well. Your Noel. That always makes me laugh. Noel. At Christmas, my mum and dad have got, you know, the large individual letters that light up.
Yes.
And it spells Noel on the stairs. And every time my girls used to go around, they'd mix up the letters as they went up the stairs to make different words. See how long it took my dad to notice. Next up, you have got your Merry and Bright. That is the one that Kat used in that first demonstration with the gorgeous Christmas lights. And then you have got your Let It Snow. If you didn't catch Craig at Hobby Maker yesterday, again, you can go back and rewatch those shows on YouTube. He did a gorgeous demo with this using pointillism, so lots and lots of little dots. Even Dave Bradford had a go, didn't he? The presenter as well. So go back and check those shows out as well. £13, £12.35 or £11.70 for all 4 of those 6x6 masks. But let's have a look. We have got so many more cards to show you. This one is by Wendy, using your alcohol pens. Look at that. And then going in with your white gel pen, which, Jess, they're currently out of stock, aren't they?
Are they?
The white gel pens.
I don't say that. I'm about to use them quite a
Apparently
bit.
so. Is that correct? We will check.
You just can't keep them in stock.
I know.
So I'm not going to feel bad for using it, because if we've sold so many, you must have them at home. So I'm not going to feel bad.
That's my thinking on them. So that one is using your alcohol markers. This one by Wendy is using your black stamping card and your silver texture paste. And then look at that, how well. Look at the shape of these. And then on that paper as well. Absolutely perfect. That is our Duo Design paper pad. This one here is by Sarah Jane. Look at the shimmer on there. And that one has been cut down to make, you know, your other size cards doesn't need to be square cards. This one, look at the mirror on there. And how lovely that she's done sort of this in one colour and then your actual bauble in that glitter paste. This one here by Ruth. So use alcohol markers to draw through the mask. And then add in some glitter, what is it, a glitter pen and some silver gems as well.
So effective.
Lovely. And it's lovely how you can do it onto your coloured cardstock as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get out your Matastic. This one here shows how you can do it on that green as well.
So stunning.
Using your Prism white texture paste. This one, using this by Debbie, using that same cardstock. You used that in the first demo. but this time using your prism markers just to sort of replicate the background, isn't it, with all of those colours in there. This one with your inky backgrounds, this one is by Debbie. Again, using your pastes on there. Look, this card's, look at this. Look at the colours on there. So just using that sentiment, so you can mask off the other elements on there and just use that sentiment. Absolutely love that one, Debbie. This one by Sarah Jane. What a brilliant way of making larger cards, isn't it? Sort of cutting it into panels or sections there.
So beautiful.
Love the colours on that one. It's just so many cards to show you, but I think it really does showcase all the different ways that you are going to be able to use these. Using our texture pastes. Oh, this is a clever idea by Sarah Jane. Look at that.
I saw that one when I was looking through before. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. And sort of going into detail, isn't it, with that lettering as well? You almost like creating that drop shadow on there. I mean, we just love them all. We have to show you all of them because I think you need to see all of the different ways. That is using your gel pens. This one. So just adding it onto your like card stock, isn't it, as well? With your acetate there.
Yeah, so if you've got a piece of cardstock left but you've not necessarily any toppers or anything, you
Yeah.
can just pop that on.
Perfect, because you've got the detail in the background as well. And this one by Ruth, Prism Black texture paste, and then just sprinkle with fine glitter.
Such a clever idea.
Look at the effect that you get. Oh, imagine doing ombre glitter.
Oh,
They're just gorgeous.
wow.
They're just shimmery and glittery and just gorgeous. Thank you so much to all of the design team for your fantastic makes. We absolutely love them all. Kat, are we okay
Yes.
to come to you for another demo?
Oh, I think you might be.
Thanks.
So, only because I get to use craft card and gel pens.
A surprise, surprise, everyone. Kat's here.
So if you can't tell, we are going for the Deck the Halls. We won't be doing this one from start to finish because it did take a while. We're just going to show you a few of the different colouring techniques on this, and then I'll switch over to the one that I made earlier. But if you do attempt it at home, I do recommend, because I think when you see the reveal, you know I'm not one for blowing my own trumpet, but I think it's worth it.
Yes, yes.
So we are going to start. So we're going to use a mixture of our pens. First thing we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on our stripes at the side, and we're going to alternate in green and red. So we're just going to go, and it's not hard work at all. The only thing that you're giving up that is just a little bit of time, but even that, I think with all the outlining and everything, it took me about the last hour of the day yesterday.
Okay.
And sometimes we want those kind of mindful projects. Not everything's about being quick and simple, is it?
No.
Sometimes we want something that's going to take a little bit of time, especially when it comes to colouring in.
Yeah, and it's almost colouring in, but there's still a purpose to it, isn't there? You are
There
going to
is.
still be able to make, you know, gorgeous cards from what you are colouring in. So, you know, when you're doing that, do you draw the outline first? Or
I tend to.
yeah.
It's one of those things I do now without even thinking about it.
Yes,
but
yeah.
yeah, I guess that is what I do. Is I go around the edges first and then colour in between. And then
Yeah.
you can just kind of feel, I mean, you are just colouring up to the edges anyway, but it just makes me feel like I'm not going to go too far over if need be.
And what you can do, what I sometimes do, is draw the outline, then take the mask off
Yes.
and colour it in. So you can do, yeah, it's just
Either one.
finding what works best for you, isn't it?
Yeah, because when we come to the finishing touches, I am going to outline all these strips in the white, and I did find that easier. You got a better payoff from your white if you take it off and outline
Oh, okay,
after
yep.
you've done the mask.
Yeah.
if you're new to it and you don't feel that confident, it does work. I just think because you can go a tiny little bit outside the line instead of putting your white on top of the glitter, it does show. I just think it gives you a more effect. So go all the way across with that one, your red and your green. That's the red glitter and the green glitter. And we will use them again in a bit. But we're going to do that, like go on to your stars, and I'm going to use the gold glitter for these ones. I'm going to go and I'll do all my white bits at the end. So we're going to do that. I'm going to use the lovely kind of burgundy brown red one that we've got for our bow. So don't be afraid to mix and match your colours up. And like I said, this is, again, it's just going to be another layered square card at the end. But I think when you see the finished result of this, all the detail is in all your lovely colouring here. But you can see it doesn't take that long to go in and do these details. I just want to show you as many different parts of the colouring process as possible. And I do mix up, I do use some of my metallics in a bit as well.
Oh, Caroline says, I bought mine when they first came out. I think it's probably talking about the gel pens.
Yeah.
And I use them pretty much every day.
They are, and I think for the price of them, they are absolutely incredible. So of course you'd be doing your other side as well. We are then, I'm going to take the metallic green, this darker green here, for my holly. And don't be afraid to mix and match your metallics and your glitters just to get that different effect. It's just at the slightly different tones, so it'll just make them pop a bit more. So we're going to do all our holly in them ones. Keep going till you've got everything covered. We'll do our red berries back in the red here. And then again, I was going to try to think if I've got anything else that I need to show in this before I start moving on to my whites. What I'll do next, I am going to do the deck the halls. We're going to do the in the white, but we're going to do an ombre for deck and the halls between the red and the green that we've used. So you can ombre completely different colours. Because your gel pens have got this lovely liquid texture, it really helps. So you just decide where you kind of want your red to come down to, and then give yourself like a little line to work on this one. So you can see I'm kind of doing this first and then colouring up above that line, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going to do that, and then go in with your glitter green. And then colour, you can like leave a little gap, or you can take it just up to. I'm going to try and blend them together in a minute just to give that more fun effect. So we will just do like that. And then when it comes to the halls, I've done exactly the same again, but I've kind of done it in the opposite direction. So I've got the green on the top going down into the red. So this time I'd have the green here and then the red at the bottom. And then I just like to work between the two to just kind of blend them into each other, just to give it that kind of a more smooshy effect. But again, you can see it's not complicated, just like that. Okay. So carry on doing all that as if, and then I'm going to put in the white details that I'm going to do while my mask is still on. So that would be I'm going to colour that in white just to give that break up between the two. And like I said, don't worry if your white looks a little bit see-through when you put it down. It does go much more opaque as it dries. And then if there are any bits, you can just go over the top. It will take on top. All these little dots in here are going to be white, and we're going to leave them like this. These sections round the outside here are going to be white. But this time, and these dots around the edge of this as well are going to be white. But this time with the dots and these intersections here, I'm going to do the kind of reverse of the outlining. So I'm going to do red, red, and then green in the middle. And then I'm going to use the gold glitter to outline this little band that goes round. So that would go the whole way around there. Keep your little white dots in the middle as they are. Then I'm going to take off the top, and the rest of my outlining I'm going to do with my white gel pen, but we're going to do it while the mask's off, just because I said I think it gives you like a little bit more of a payoff for the white. But if you're not comfortable doing that yet, then just wait. Now I know this looks a bit crazy. I promise when it's all done, this is exactly what I did with the other one. So all you're going to do is go in, round these edges, follow them round, and like I said, just right on the outside of them all. So do that for all your stripes. You're going to do it on your holly, all the way. You're going to do it on your bow. I'm not going to do that. But then with your holly leaf, come in and just add some extra detail. You can add that line in that I think really helps. Sometimes your white pen, because it's going over the glitters, might just start running. Just give it a little squiggle on the side. You'll see you get it back to life. We're going to do the same with all the berries, just around the outside, and then put a little highlight in. The same with the ribbon, outline that, but then you can just add a few highlights as well as you go, just to add to that texture. And then also outline all of your lettering as well. And I think this works especially well if you do it from the outside of the mask, because if you go on the inside, you end up covering up the colouring that you've done. But it just, your pens are so precise that it is so easy to do. And I think through that, as crazy it looks there, I think we've covered all the kind of colouring mediums you need to do to finish this finished piece.
I can't wait to see it.
And when it's done.
Oh, Kat, I love it.
Like I said, I've put little stars inside the little diamonds there as well. Isn't it?
Looks
incredible.
Stunning.
It's definitely worth the time it takes. But again, we've done a little. It didn't take that long to do that, did it? So
no.
You can see how quick it comes together.
It is definitely worth it. I love it.
So we're going to cut this down now.
And I think the you know the dots inside the bauble? Have
Yes.
you added those?
These?
Yeah.
No, they were
Are
there.
they all on there?
Yeah.
Just Stacey and Jen think of everything, don't
They
they?
really
those
do.
finishing touches.
And then my little tip for when I'm doing anything like this, trying to get it nice and straight on my trimmer, this outside line here, I'm going to take just so I can see it on the edge of my trimmer here, and this means I'll get nice and straight up to the edge, just leaving that nice kind of little mill border. So it might just take a little bit of a wiggle round while you are lining that up.
Lisa Robson says, oh wow, that's fabulous. Susan says, absolutely gorgeous. Rhiannon says, I want gel pens now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need gel pens.
You
I can't
do.
believe any of you have not got them.
Oh, Penny says, wow, that's spectacular, Kat. Oh, so many lovely comments. Thank you so much.
You're incredible, guys. Thank you.
And you could do this technique with all of the masks, couldn't you? So all four of them in the collection.
So I thought this would work absolutely perfectly with it. Some of our green shimmer card. Just look at that when you pop that. I'm going to mark this out on the back, because like I said, because I freehand cut it really, I'm not quite sure what size it is. So we're just going to do a full mark and lay, because we're going to pop it on a nice big 8x8 card. So we're just going to pop that on there. Get it nice and straight. I'm going to do a little bit of a chunkier matte layer than I normally do, because we do want to see a bit of that glitter green if we're putting it in, so we can afford to do it a little bit chunkier. And then again, to layer that on too, I have brought in the red matte and layer pad that we launched last week. I got my construction glue in here. You will need one of your stronger adhesives to stick to your glitter card. How beautiful.
It just is stunning, Kat.
You know, it takes a lot for me to say that I actually like something that I make, but I was kind of... And I'm not going to lie, there was a moment yesterday where I hated it. Before I did like all
Trust
the white...
process.
Before I did all the white detail, I was like, oh wow, I've just spent so much time and I don't like it. But like you said, trust the process, go in with the white, and it really, really does make
absolutely stunning. And so many people in the comments I know are going to be trying this.
And then I have got this... and I've got some more craft because I think we want to bring that in as well. So we definitely want to keep a white border on the edge of the card because that will make it pop. So if I take this to, I'm going to do 7.5. That should just leave me a nice little white border on the white. And then I'm going to go to 7.25 for my matte and layer with this. Have a slightly chunkier matte and layer again to show off the craft. Pick up. Pop this down. So again, just remember that you are leaving a little bit of a chunkier border when you first place this down to keep it nice and even. On to our 8x8. It happened, but do you know what? I've got one ready to go.
Not even one of Jess's.
Not even one of Jess's, which must mean that I got through 2 shows at Hobby Maker without running out. But that's probably why, because it was just 2 shows I demoed on. The other were just super savers, so otherwise I would have been done for. So we'll pop that on there, that nice 1/4 inch border, sorry, 1/2 inch border all the way around, and then let's go in with some foam pads, making this the star of the show. But I think this is it's kind of one of those things that you could make all these up pre-coloured in advance just to make cards with closer to the time at Christmas. You don't necessarily have to turn into cards now.
Yeah, and I think I've seen a few comments recently on socials about people not wanting to like craft or Christmas craft in the heat.
Yes.
You know, and it's so warm. But I think colouring, you can do it in the garden, can't you?
Yeah.
You can take it on holiday with you. I mean, just some cardstock and your stencils and your gel pens, you know, and you could start. Then you could say you started your Christmas crafting. Absolutely.
And I think that's a beauty, if I do say so myself.
I feel like that's a mic drop, Kat. Definitely. Absolutely stunning.
But this is why we love gel pens and craft card.
Who knew Cat loved craft card and white gel pens? Thank you. Absolutely stunning. So many comments saying how amazing this card is. Thank you, Kat. It's definitely going to be one of those days where everyone's going and finding their gel pens.
Yes.
Or ordering their gel pens. But please do have a go at that technique, and don't forget to share them on our official Facebook page. We love to see what you are making. Thanks, Kat. 3 amazing demos. I know everyone has absolutely loved them. TV schedule. Anne-Marie is at Hobby Maker tomorrow. She'll be there at 1 p.m. with, I love this collection, An Artist's Garden at Christmas. It is stunning. You won't want to miss it. She's there at 3 p.m. with a brand new Christmas craft wire paper pads. And then at 5 p.m. you get a chance to have another look at those delightful patchwork pals. So 3 great shows, 1 p.m, 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. with Anne-Marie at Hobby Maker tomorrow. Next up here on HDTV, I mean, who doesn't love a decoupage kit? You are going to be able to meet our gorgeous new patchwork pals at Christmas, featuring lots of cute characters and layers of dimension. Craig and Bex will be here for that show. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you've loved it as much as we have. Thank you for all of your comments. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back here tomorrow at 10 a.m.